Come on in, welcome to my home. Today we are making sweet potato rolls just in time for Thanksgiving. Simple recipe, and it uses the sweet potato that we baked from last week. If you haven't seen that episode, just click that eye in the sky. You'll learn how to bake a perfect sweet potato. Then I took the sweet potato and mashed it. Once it's all mashed, I will sit it aside. Now I have 1 cup of warm water, 2 tablespoons of sugar. Mix that up, and I'm using raw sugar, but you can use white sugar, it's okay. Then sprinkle on top yeast. This is a tablespoon of dry active yeast. Sprinkle that on there. Stir those together. There we go. Simple as that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit for about 10 minutes. As you can see, our yeast mixture has really bloomed. So I'm going to pour it into my bowl, making sure to get all of the goodness out of there. Now, my sweet potatoes have cooled quite a bit, so I'm going to go ahead and add the sweet potatoes. If your sweet potatoes are very hot right now, don't do this right now. But if they aren't, they're nice and cool, you can add them. I'm going to go ahead and start that mixing. Realistically, you want to do this with the paddle attachment, but you can do it with the dough hook. It just makes it a little bit more complicated. I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of butter. It is nice and soft. Make sure to scrape and make sure that this really is getting mixed up. A pinch of sea salt. On low, we're going to add about 3.5 to 4 cups of flour. Nice and slow. Once it starts incorporating, add some more. I'm going to let my dough hook do all the work for me. I'm going to keep an eye on it and let it knead until it is nice and smooth and stretchy. You'll see how it is. It comes up a fairly firm dough. Remember, how much flour you add will depend upon your day. A moist day, a rainy day, you're going to add more flour. A drier day, it's going to be less. Be sure to check on your dough after several minutes to see where it's at. We're almost there. To check your dough, what I like to do, put my finger in, and if it bounces back, my dough is ready. Once your dough is ready, I have a greased pan. I'm going to put it in the bowl, cover it, and let it raise in a draft-free place for about an hour. Really simple. It has been 1 hour. Our dough has doubled in bulk. Now I'm going to punch it down. Then I'm going to start dividing it. Divide it into half. Divide each half in half. I'm doing this way because I find it's easier to then make my biscuit or make my muffins this way. Then divide each half in half. They just, for me, come out more uniform that way. I'm going to divide each one of those in half, roll it into a ball, and place it onto my baking sheet. My baking sheet is lined with a silicone pad. No, I'm not making these absolutely perfect. I am making, once again, rustic rolls. I like rustic things. It goes with my personality. If you wanted to, you could dust your pan with cornmeal. That's up to you. My rolls are all ready to go. I'm going to cover these and let them raise for another hour. Then we will bake them. Our rolls have risen. I'm now going to put them in the oven, which is preheated at 375, and bake them until they are done, which is about 20 to 25 minutes. Just keep an eye on them. I like to rotate mine halfway through, and we'll be ready. Our rolls are out of the oven, and boy are they hot and fresh. Oh, I'm going to put a little bit of butter on mine, then give it a taste. Wow, those are rolls you could do anything with. It could be a sandwich roll, it could be a dinner roll. It is one of those rolls which is really nice and light, and it has this sort of, you can taste the sweet potato, but yet it's not overwhelming. It is a really, really good, strong roll. If you make these, let me know. You can get a hold of me on most social media at cmcolemanhome. Don't forget to subscribe. Every Tuesday is a recipe, and I love making these recipes for you. And go ahead and like and share this on social media so that way I know that you like these kind of recipes. And I hope I get to see you again next time.